because I put on some lipstick before the streaming and I forgot to check. Tell me if I do. Bear with me 1 second. Hello everyone, I'm Mrs. Midnight. Welcome to a new Hogwarts Mystery streaming that, as you can see, we start with a little bit of bad news that I didn't finish the last task that I started yesterday in the game, which isn't really not good. Because we are doing a time limited optional mission and we need to make the most out of the time, so how about you Midnighters help me compensate today for everything I didn't do yesterday? Let's see here. Let me do a little bit of mini task so that the energy consumes a little before checking the chat, because I'm seeing Midnighters in the chat and that makes me happy. So let me just consume a bit of energy and maybe even try to complete the 3-star tasks so that the energy starts to refill. Bear with me 1 more second. PC Jones, hi, welcome. How are you? Let me check the horizontal streaming. Well, how are you, PC Jones? Welcome to the streaming. Maria, hi. How are you? Ramon, hi. Welcome to the streaming. 4748, hi. Welcome. Do you really do live streamings on the midnight or at midnight? Yes, but usually those are in the Spanish channel Señora Medianoche, in case you don't follow me. That they start at 9:30 in the night and usually they finish around midnight. Here in English, I have changed it to Sundays afternoons because I did try Saturdays in the night, but although it wasn't bad, the activity was not as much. Do you prefer streamings in the night? 4748? Doing well, PC Jones, that makes me happy to know. I'm very glad that you are doing well. For the ones that don't know PC Jones, you should check out my third video reaction to Midnighters Creations, because wow, his art style with Hogwarts Mystery Comics is on point. You gotta see his story with his character and Meryl as Night. We share the favorite romantic option. But how about we watch a couple ads just to advance the time in this task in Hogwarts Mystery, because since I didn't finish it the last time that I played, I don't want to drag 3 hours, to finish that task, so I want to advance the time. Benjamin, how are you? Welcome to the streaming. How's your Sunday going? I had a sip of coffee because my mouth is dry. And actually, I want to pull back my hair a little bit because it's getting on my face all the time and that's driving me a little crazy. Much better. Let's see now. I think the ad is finished playing. There. I think it accidentally took me side of the screen. There we go. And there, how are you? Welcome to the streaming. How's your Sunday going? After advancing the time here with the ads, I want to check how we are doing on time candies to see if maybe next time we use one. But I just don't want to burn through those resources so fast, because the ones that have played this game must know that time candies are a limited resource. Especially the golden ones, really super save them, because there are many tasks that take 8 hours to finish and they do not always demand you all the stars, so sometimes it's easier, or it's better for the optimization of the time to advance the remaining ones. PC Jones says that he's getting prepared for his new niece, who will be born in December. PC Jones, that's amazing. Cheers to that. Best wishes for everything to go well with your niece's birth. And tell me, does your sister know already what her name is gonna be? Let's see what Penny has to say. Seems that, what I have to say to Penny. Seems that the most common use of magical use of Baileys is the armadillo Baileys, like a potion ingredient. Okay. This means that the place where the Baileys or the Baile, I think it's in English, can be used would be the potion classroom. Well done, ladies. I don't think anyone has solved the mystery yet, says Penny. I feel a little bad for our friends. Should I share your discovery of the armadillo violist with the other competitors? This conflicts me because I'm more competitive than Monica Geller, like she would tell me to calm down. But since we are all friends and it's a competition of which one is the best house of Hogwarts, I don't know if keeping it a secret would be the way to go, cause are we really the best if we win by hiding information? Yeah, share. Of course, you can share my discovery with me. It may be a competition, but we are still friends. Yeah, no, are you really the best if you don't have ethics to you? I think not. Thank you, Gladys. I think I would feel bad knowing that I helped you without helping the others. That too, why give preference to me? Excellent. Thanks again for all your help, Penny. Now that I have advantage, I'm gonna go to the potion room to start the first trial of the competition. Hey! Lila Zelda is her name. That's so beautiful. Cheers to Lila Zelda, whom I officially adopt as a niece as well. And oh my god, I love that outfit. Thank you. You mean mine or my MCs? But thank you regardless. Let's see now. Professor Dumbledore says, meet me on my office immediately. We have a lot to talk about. Righty? See what Professor Father Dumbledore has to say. Dumbledore is my magical father. He just doesn't know. See what the principal has to tell us. Hi, Professor Dumbledore. Your letter said that I should come see you immediately. What did you want to talk about? Oh, yes, Balka. Thanks for making some time in your agenda. Thanks for making some time on your busy agenda to come see me. I'm sure that you must be in a lot of hurry considering your wish to participate in the first trial in the potion room. Do you know about the competition? I do indeed. I sent a letter to the other 3 contestants separately. I have discovered that the friendly competitions have the potential to be very beneficial to the students' growth. Indeed. In spite of that, competitions like this one must be managed very carefully so they do not lose their benefits. Lose their benefits? What do you mean by that? Allow me to explain. But I can already see where he must be going with this, For it to remain a friendly competition, you shouldn't do unethical things, cross the orders, and things like that. I encourage you to learn from these trials and reflect on your learnings. Competitions inspire us to overcome ourselves. That's the value they have. Sometimes cooperation and competition can go hand in hand. Rivalry between houses serves to encourage the students to overcome themselves. Tell me more about how I should participate in this competition. Wonder how you found out. Okay, so the dialogues are repeating, but okay. Watch an ad to get some energy, but I'm gonna mute it so we can keep talking. In the meantime, Midnighters, this channel doesn't monetize yet, so here I cannot make dynamics like one super chat and we do truth or dare. We just go straight to it. So how about a truth or dare game? Obviously, you start. So whomever wants to ask me a question or dare me to something within reason, something that I can actually do here, by all means. Let's check out the diary for a minute just to see if we have unlocked any prizes. I doubt it because I haven't played for a while and I think it's the first pieces of images that we have unlocked so far, but still, let's give it a go. Okay. We're gonna have to get out of here to try to get more energy. And also, let's go see our creatures and plants and everything, because energy or not, those are important to take care of. Like here, I started a few minutes after 1:30 because I noticed that my furry babies, my doggy and kitties, didn't have food and they were very short on water. So I figured, you know what, it's not fair for them to have to wait an hour or more for me to feed them. Uh-oh. But I watered them yesterday. Why are you all dry? Let's use the coins to water them all at once, because at this point they are way too many to do them individually. We would take forever in the stream like that. And fortunately now they are looking healthy. Got just one harvest. Rahid, hi! How are you? Pleased to meet you again, Rahid. How are you doing today? Those furry babies are so cute. Thank you. Thank you. Today on the picture announcing the stream, you saw Mimi and Ray. Because Waffle, the orange kitty, was outside. I don't know exactly where, but having his kitty adventures. Fortunately, here it's safe to let him in. He actually does good outside. He knows how to return and everything. But sometimes what has happened is that I go downstairs to empty the dehumidifier or to wash clothes or what have you. He sneaks behind me, I don't notice, and then he spends hours meowing in the basement until I hear him or Mr. Midnight or Alex, or sometimes until we return home because we didn't notice that it's not behind us. So I now double check to try to not leave him behind. Yay! Moby uploaded a level or upgraded level. Let's see after this level of what changes. But I think it's very similar to the others because it's just the third level of calm. But 2 more levels and she's gonna lose. It's not gonna happen today, obviously. It needs a lot of interactions for that. But it's cool that we're getting closer. And hi Benjamin, welcome to the horizontal streaming too. You have a beautiful lipstick. Kisses from here, thank you! Let me see if I have it here, but no, I left it, but thank you. I love this primary tone from MAC. It was a limited edition and I like it very much. Oh, yay! We got some energy, that's always good. We need to use 450 coins, so we're dueling! That's whether it's here, Hogwarts Legacy, or whatever game, fighting is one of my favorite parts. Even in Stardew Valley, you know, I like going to the mine because there are monsters to fight. Benjamin recently adopted a dragon. What kind? What kind? Tell me all about it. Ooh, yeah, we're starting good. Let's see what we can do here. Let's start offensive. I'm aggressive today. I blame consequences of editing the video reaction because of all the detail it takes. But honestly, it's worth it because I have noticed that regardless of how much it helps the numbers in the results or not, that to some extent it does, the video reactions, when they have comics, come out so much more dynamic when the images are animated. Alright, since she is gonna heal anyways after the next turn whatever damage we do, let's use the Smackers. Lila Labs, hi, how are you? Welcome to the streaming. We are having a magical duel in Hogwarts Mystery on the horizontal streaming if you wanna check it out. Now that she's stunned, let's do Incendio, because again, she's still gonna heal. So at least let's try to burn her and compensate for that a little bit. Yes, we did. She's stunned, so she's not gonna afford us this time around. But she's not stunned anymore, so we need to watch out. What's she gonna do? Oof. You know what? I don't like my health status at the moment here, so let's drink the Wigengeld potion. I love that you have the patience for the plants and animals you can adopt. I spend my pages and notebooks on drawing stuff, thank you! I mean, in my case, it's because I have a weakness for magical creatures, you know? I know for sure that if I lived in the magical world, I would be a magicologist, possibly specialized on dragons. So yeah, it's just natural on me to prioritize the creatures. Let's try to stun her in case if she still has too much health to finish her in this round. Please stun her, please stun her. Yes! She did it. Baby, open my hair? Open my hair? What do you mean by open my hair? I didn't quite understand that. This should be enough this time around. Let's see if the pulsar takes her down this time. I think so. Yes. Very good. Alrighty. Ooh, 2 more duels and we get a prize. Let's see here. Let's go back to Dumbledore. It's a Hungarian horntail. Oh, I love it. Hungarian horntails are one of my favorite kind of dragons, if not the favorite. So his design is so badass. Think that should be enough. One more. That's enough? Yeah. Oh, let me see how I'm doing in candies because I don't want to be watching ads all the time. Yeah, screw it. Let's use a candy to advance the time and see what Dumbledore has to say. Can we make an adjustment test? What do you mean an adjustment test, Lila Rats? If you explain me what it is and it's within my means, sure, but please explain a little bit more. I've studied fencing. Oh, PC Jones, that's so cool. I wanna learn. We're fighting for nearly 13 years. So dueling is up my alley. Cheers to PC Jones, and I vote for PC Jones to come visit us in Ohio so he teaches me fencing. I've always wanted to learn. It would be nice. In essence, the true value of competition does not reside in overcoming your rivals, but improving yourself. The same applies to the rivalry between the 4 houses in Hogwarts. Yeah, it's not about being better than the others, it's being better than your version of yesterday. Totally. And the same in YouTube, you know? Or anywhere. I see. I'll do my best to remember it. I have one last reflection before you continue with your competition. Although these trials may seem competitive, sometimes the path to success is not getting there first. The path to overcome oneself does not need to be lonely. What are you suggesting, Professor? I only invite you to keep your mind open while you try to overcome the trials that come. The bonds between the houses are so ancient as the houses themselves. Rowena and Helga are a proof of that. They were friends. I wonder if you feel like that, I wonder if you feel the same. Do you prefer to spend time with the ones inside your home or the ones outside it? You know, here they should give a third option because I don't prefer Slytherins over the other houses and I don't prefer the other houses over my home. I prefer real people, real friends. If they are from Slytherin, one of the other houses, another school, even Muggle for the matter, that's regardless. So, yeah, I guess I'm gonna say outside just because I don't want to seem close-minded, but they should have a third option that says regardless. I prefer to spend time with people that are outside my home. In the end, many of my friends are in houses different from mine. Variety is a life's condiment. I'm glad to see that you get along well with your student fellows. I think I took enough time from you. You better be going now, Balkan. I wish you and your competitor classmates the best of luck. Thanks, Professor. I'll go to the potion classroom to try to pass the first trial of the competition. Alright. Ooh. The festival tokens. Righty. Think I'm gonna go at least to the bedroom. We're already here, so I took energy from the elf. And let's grab from our pets too, because obviously with 6 units of energy we are not going to get anything done. So at least they get a little bit from the pets, and then we'll go to the objects of the castle. But first here, so we can at least get the task started. Oh, oops. Yeah, I accidentally clicked on the shopping screen, but at this moment, that's not what we're aiming for. Is littering using the Ravenclaw colors? Yes! But in my defense, I'm a Slytherin. You know, if you believe in the hybrid houses, I'm a mix between Slytherin and Ravenclaw. So, it's valid to some extent. And also, I think, reflecting on what Voldemort, why did I say that? On what Dumbledore said. Just because you belong to a certain house doesn't mean that you close yourself to the traits of the others, you know? Not only the colors, but also the traits, learning the best of all the worlds. Let's talk to our friends in the potion room. Oh, hi! I guess everybody found out the riddle, right? I wonder who guessed without Penny's help or what happened there. That's right, Gladys Balka. Penny told us about your discovery, alright? Thanks for that, by the way. I guess you also talked to Professor Dumbledore. Professor Dumbledore explained me that the competition is used for each one to improve themselves, or to better themselves, if that's what you mean. Yeah, that's what I thought. Professor Dumbledore did the same with all of us. Heart back to whomever is sending me hearts, thank you. And remember that we are playing Truth or Dare, so if you have anything in mind, by all means. But luckily for you, we are all back to the beginning. This is definitely the place, but the magical phrase does not work. That's all. How did you all figure out the magical phrase? If you read between lines, the riddle tells you almost exactly what it's about. Hidden by the pride is what you most look for, or the first trial will never be revealed. So that means that the magical phrase is something like, let's find the challenge hid by pride. Your MC looks a lot like Rowena Ravenclaw. You're right! Yeah, with that outfit, she does look a lot like her. And you know what? Maybe I should change it because I wore it on Christmas or on Christmas time, which says how long I've been without playing. Damn it! Benjamin was right yesterday or on Friday. But yeah, it does look a lot like Rowena. It worked! That's weird. We already tried that. The only thing that changes is that the four of us are here. Teamwork is hidden behind pride, because pride doesn't let you ask for help. Pride doesn't let you admit that you cannot do everything on your own, or that you'd be better off with teamwork, with more people. Interesting. There. What's the there? Tell me. What is Lila Rabs daring me to today? Maybe the trials can only begin when all the competitors are present, so had we refused to let Penny help them, that would have delayed them. Good that we told her to share. You might be right. You think that these potions are part of the trial? There's only one way to find out. I'm going to read the note out loud for everyone. What's it there, Lila Max? I don't get the emoji. It only says, face your fears. Drink the safe potion. The safe potion? Does that mean that the other ones are dangerous? They could be. That surely is the point of the trial, but they are only 4 potions and we are 4 competitors. Maybe all of them are safe. And the fear to face is to trust that there's one for all of us? Could it be? We need to figure out to discover which is the right one. The trial begun. Let the best competitor win. Lila Labs, you have to tell me you're there so I can do it. I don't understand only with that emoji. There must be something about this trial that we haven't talked. There's something in the way the note is worded that distorts it. No offense, but none of you has the possibility to win in this competition or to defeat me in this competition. We'll see. Hopefully one of you will think of a good idea because I'm completely lost. I'm not afraid of these potions, but I feel that something is escaping. What would happen if we would all take a potion that's not safe? Professor Dumbledore said to keep my mind open during these trials. Nothing helps. I can't identify what type of potions these are. Could it be that the way the note is written is a clue somehow? I would take all the potions at once if I wouldn't be worried about being disqualified. Ben, like always, trying to prove that he's brave, gets on my nerves a little bit. Oh, damn it, I didn't see Tulip's dialogue. I wonder if the conversation we had with Dumbledore was a hint. Let's watch an ad to recover a little bit of energy. But yeah, Dumbledore said something about the process to bettering yourself not having to be lonely. So maybe we actually had to share the potions, take one each. So that nobody takes the risk alone. Yeah, I get more and more convinced that the answer is for us to try all of them, one each. And I know that if you are not from Slytherin, Barnaby is the other competitor. But in this case, Barnaby is not going to be part of the story, and I know he's crucial if he is, because I'm the Slytherin one, so remains to be seen what's going to happen this time. Professor Dumbledore told me, sometimes the way to success or the path to success is not the one you thought of first. I think I mistranslated earlier. Professor Dumbledore told me the same. If we are not in the right path, what should we be doing? The potion asks us to find out what potion is safe, something that requires wisdom and logic. Two typical things of Ravenclaw. Tulip, didn't you say that the note seems suspicious? Do you have a theory of what's going on? Yeah, but it sounds a little crazy. We don't know who is it behind these trials, but to Professor Dumbledore, they are beneficial, so much that he encourages us to participate. Logically, he wouldn't put any student in danger on purpose. So it makes sense in a way that none of the potions is dangerous. Each one of them is a safe potion. A Ravenclaw is ideal to solve a logic riddle. Well, a Slytherin did it too. Well, I'm not a Slytherin, but still. Is there any way to test that theory? I don't think so. That's the part that scares me. Which means that whomever drinks the potion will have to face the possibility that this theory is completely wrong. I mean, by stereotypes, Ben would be the bravest one to do it because he's a Gryffindor, but Slytherin are also cunning and brave in their own way. I mean, they are willing to do what it takes. Wait a minute. Same as Ravenclaws are known by their wisdom, Gryffindors are known by their bravery. What if this trial is about the cooperation between Ravenclaw and Gryffindor? Requires the wisdom of a Ravenclaw to find out the riddle and the bravery of a Gryffindor to drink a real potion. Yeah, it would be weird to have a competition that's not about competing, right? Unless someone has a better idea, I think this is our best option to solve the trial. What do you think about drinking the potion then? Everybody else is too scared to try it on their own. Don't speak for me even if you're my MC. I'll do it. I don't want any of you to get hurt in my place. What kind of Gryffindor would I be if I did? Well, at least he's right on that. Cheers! You know what, I'm not gonna let him drink alone even if I don't like him, but there it is. I feel good. Seems that there was a note in the potion flask, but it's too wet to read now. We did it! We only needed the cooperation between someone of Gryffindor and someone of Ravenclaw. Wow! I can't believe it worked. Let's say good teamwork, because if I say I said so or I told you so, it's gonna sound arrogant. And in the story, at least in the game, I didn't find it out alone. Tulip helped as well, so good teamwork. But PC John says, Mrs. Midnight, please remind me what quest is this? Of course, is, let me answer them and I think I'll be able to take the title afterwards. Good teamwork. We overcome the trial, we overcame the trial as a team. You're right about that. It's still curious that the trial needed for us to complete it together. It's true. Despite it being a competition, the trial required for all of us, for the four of us, to be present. More so, we only managed to solve the trial thanks to the cooperation between two different players. I'm not sure about what all this all means, but we should meet again when the scroll is dry. Let's meet again in the Great Hall and see what the next steps in the competition are. Alright? Oh, okay, so the quest is Hidden by Pride, or Oculto por el Orgullo in Spanish. Excuse me if the translation in English is different, or my game is in Spanish, so I will have to check later. But we officially completed part 1, yay! And now in part 2 it says, you found out that the trials are about working in team between the houses. You and your friends have to make the most out of your different abilities to solve the missing trials. Alright, Lila Rabs, you still have to tell me you're there. Let's see, we are still waiting for the note to dry. That's fine, I'm not gonna wait an hour, but I do wanna go to the secret clubhouse to gather some energy before skipping the time on the waiting time for that. I think I skipped this one. You skipped this one? You didn't like it? I get it. I normally try to solve whichever gets whenever I open the game, but there are some that I didn't enjoy as much, and I definitely never choose to repeat. Show us your piercing. This one? Because I have one here on the nose, and I have two here on the ear. They are not so big, but I have a couple. Thank you, Lila Rad, for the dare. And who's next? Truth or dare? Who wants to dare me or ask me? I accidentally clicked outside the screen. I just want to make sure I didn't leave any energy points on click. Let's go to the dragon one. The secret clubhouse, once you have enough trophies there, is very useful to replenish energy. And that's also partly why I am so intense with the time-limited optional quests, because the trophies they give you many times and not always, but many times and not, become energy recharging points. And that's extremely useful for when you're doing these time-limited optional quests, especially if, like me, you don't have a lot of free time, you know? I don't want to complain or anything because, first of all, in all fairness, being 34, I shouldn't have as much free time as a teenager. You know, if I did, that would show that I'm not doing much with my life, and I'm glad that's not the case. But I still need to make the most out of the time that I do have because it's not so much. So let's take a look now that we can read the scroll that it finally dried and see what the note said. Ben says, "Hi Gladys, we sent you a seat. Join us." This note proves that Gladys Balka was right. This competition indeed is weird. Hi Gladys, I wanted to wait to read the note until you arrived, but everybody was too excited, so you read it already. What did it say? Hey Gladys, everyone here is updating me about how you did in the first trial. Good job, by the way. Thanks, Penny. Were you able to read the note that we won in the first trial? Yes. It says there's 3 trials left. Each one will evaluate the abilities and the cooperation of the participants, or the contestants. When the trials finish, there will be a final challenge to prove the greatness of your house, definitely. This means that this competition really is about cooperation between the houses. Did the note mention anything about the next trial? Yes, the next trial will be to recover an artifact, squared artifact, guarded by Hagrid and Fan. Hagrid and Fang are no less than 10 feet away from the artifact while they protect it. The chest artifact is in Hagrid's garden among the pumpkins. You have time until sunset. It says guarded by Hagrid. Sounds like Hagrid was aware of the trial and actively participated in it. If Hagrid is involved in this, doesn't mean that Hogwarts or that someone in Hogwarts organized all this. We think the same. Who do you think started or organized this challenge, Gladys? I would say Dumbledore. Professor Dumbledore must be the one who organized this competition. He seems to know a lot about it. I also think this makes more sense. A competition centered in the cooperation sounds completely like something that Professor Dumbledore would do. Since we know a lot about the trial, maybe this is the perfect time to work in our cooperation. If we want to complete the next trial, we need to make a plan. When we have that ready, we'll see which houses are better positioned to do the plan or to put the plan to action. Ooh, this is 8 hours, so let's see how much we can do with the energy we have so far, but we are definitely gonna have to go get energy from the other objects in the castle, because we actually didn't even complete the second star just yet. Ooh, but we have ink bottles. Wrong click. Seasonal event. Right now we cannot do anything with that. Morpheus riddle. I'm not gonna worry about that just yet. There is a potion game actually that we could give a go to, because we have a fair amount of potions to be able to maybe attempt at least unlocking the energy. This is like a slog or something. There we go. We need to find the bottle and these... What are those little balls, like berries of some kind, or... Oh, I think those are actually here. Let's see. This could be the bottle. This is the bottle. There you go. That was actually quick. And since we didn't spend that many potion bottles in this one, maybe we can try to also unlock the chocolate rocks, and those cards also can give us energy, because I haven't unlocked them all yet. We're a little short on the pink ones though, so we'll do our best, but maybe we will not unlock everything right now. All right. Okay. So for now, I think that's pretty much it, unless I find anything else. But not for now. Let me see how much we advance with these two, or with these 21 energy units. It's likely that we'll need a little more, but let's see. Oh, actually maybe not, because there's an ad. Fortunately this time around the ads are not being that long, because it drives me crazy when you have to wait 30 seconds or more in between them. And especially the interactive ones drive me a little nuts. Okay, we need one more ad, I think, and after that 4 hour unit micro task, maybe we are able to unlock the 3rd star. It needs to be seen, but maybe. Sitting close to it. Yes. All right. So now we're gonna use a yellow candy because we would have to wait practically 8 hours, minus 4 minutes otherwise. And neither the streaming is gonna be that long, neither I wanna take so much with the task. The best option is to distract Hagrid with a kind conversation while somebody else tricks Fang so he runs away. Or runs away from the area. I imagine Fang will not mind being deceived as long as he has fun. He's gonna have an excuse to run around. With both of them distracted, we can grab the artifact as long as we are quick. Makes sense to me. What's next? It's just about deciding what abilities of each home are better for these tasks. I think Hufflepuff kindness is the best to keep a pleasant talk with Hagrid, I agree. With Hagrid distraction, Slytherin's kin will be very useful to pass time with Fang or to pass around Fang without him noticing. Brilliant! Now, this is brilliant. Now it's possible to overcome the task this way it's possible to overcome the task without being cruel with Hagrid and Fang. Exactly. Without being hostile or hurting. The others can wait nearby and be prepared. If anything goes wrong, then we improvise. Long story short, Stonks is gonna distract Hagrid, I'm going to pass by Fang, and Tulip and Ben are gonna be ready just in case. If nobody has questions, we can go to Hagrid's garden right now. Sounds like a plan. Best of luck in the next try. Alright. There. Alright, what's the there, little rats? Tell me. Benny says Hagrid and Fang are ready for the next try. Go there. Alright, but before going, let's exchange the ink bottles and let's see if we can get more energy because right now practically we don't have any, or if we do, we have like 1 or 2 units that are not gonna do anything at all. And we also don't have a lot of crystals. So let's go get energy first. And in the meantime, I'm waiting for Lila Rats to tell me what there is. You know what I forgot to do? Check if the creature from the last adventure came back because he should have energy for us too. Yes. Very good. Ooh. It's another creature, but yeah, this is the one that gives energy. A plague. I think Fairy qualifies for this one, although I don't understand why the game considers fairies a plague. But we actually don't have enough tickets, so a dangerous creature to discourage thievery in the Nocturne Alley. What can be more dangerous than a manticore? Really do your team. And piece their pants. Alright. Very nice. We got a couple of achievements. So let's keep going to the other floors to gather energies. At least we know that today every energy point is going to be available because we haven't played in a while. Alright, very good. We got the first collection completed, which means that now we have this one available, and that means that we can unlock the 30 energy units potentially. Sadly, we are a little bit short on money, on coins, not terribly, but cards back, by the way, to the ones that are sending me cards, thank you. But maybe in a little bit we should be able to get enough coins to buy chocolate frogs. We already... Oh, damn it, I shouldn't have clicked on the dungeons because we already grabbed from the elf too. I'm gonna skip the castle terrains because that's the last location I wanna go to since it's where the next task is, but I wanna grab the energy from the others first. Lila Rats, what's your there? Let's go to the Forbidden Forest. And actually, the last locations usually don't give energy, but they give coins. So we should also go to those because possibly we could get the last ones that we need to buy the energy, the chocolate frogs. We cannot make any promises yet, but it could. Thank you, Giant Squid, for the energy. Barak, how are you? I don't know why Barak canceled his message, but welcome, Barak. How are you today? This weekend is being very horror mystery intensive because Benjamin was right, it had been a while. Good afternoon, hi. Oh, so you had said good morning and that's why you changed it. Welcome, Barak. I get it. Sometimes for me it's also good morning, and then I realize, oh no, it's 3 p.m. I just have been working too long to notice. But let's see. The Weasley's house also has an energy charging point. It had a spelling mistake. I get it. I do the same. Right now we are trying to harvest energy in Hogwarts Mystery to try to advance a little more on the time-limited optional quest. Because you know how my agenda is always editing, I have been very neglectful of this time-limited optional task. Ooh, yeah, we almost have enough coins, or I think we actually already have enough. But I still want to go to the last location to get as many as possible. Because as you know, in this game you can never have too many gems, too many coins, or too much energy. That doesn't exist. Even if you had infinite, it still would not be too much. Alright, we are ready to try to buy some froggies. Oh, but you know what, let's see what we have unlocked. What is this white thing? It looks like a volleyball. What is it? Oh, sopóforo. How do you say sopóforo in English? What's the name of the plant? Magical achievements, yay! We recovered the 2-time candies that we used and we got some energy, so definitely yay. Here. Alright. Wow, there's a lot of events! And also there are a lot of seasonal passes. I think they added new ones. Yeah, no, they definitely did. By the way, I was seeing what I was telling you about dubbing. You can do it freely without piracy. That's why but it's a little more time consuming. The paying app is not so good either. Really? And what do you mean by more time consuming, Bara? I imagine so, but could you elaborate a bit more? Because you know I am a dubbing actress, I love dubbing, and I would like, definitely, because besides the followers or anything, it's just good to remain active, you know, in the industry, but I do want to stay clear from piracy. And not only from other people's content, but also from other voicing over or dubbing actors and actresses work, because that's also delicate. But let's see. Let's get a couple more coins. If you hear incessant barking, it's Ray, by the way, my doggy, that I don't know if Amazon arrived or if there's someone walking the dogs outside, but she barks at everything under the sun. We don't have enough for more chocolate frogs for now. So let's go back to the task. Very good. I think if you want, I can send you a video that explains everything. Thank you, but I would appreciate it. And thank you so much. Let's get the next trial started. I need to hop on my newsletter in character after this story, PC Jones. Definitely. Very good. Everyone, let's go back over the plan for the trial once more. Tonks is going to distract Hagrid with a good talk, and then I will trick Fang and take the artifact for the trial. The rest of you wait behind with the ones ready in case our plan goes wrong. Any questions? Doesn't affect the plan, but I'm still curious to know how much Hagrid knows about these trials. It's no wonder, it's definitely strange. I'll try to ask him how much he knows about the trials whenever I get a chance. If that's all, let's take our places. We'll finish this trial in an instant. Alright? I think Midnighters, after we finish the energy here, I'm going to cut the streaming short because I'm looking at the time and oh! No, never mind, I thought it was later. Not yet. Let's see how far we go. I will go to the other chat to watch the gameplay. Thank you, Barbara, and welcome to the other chat when you arrive. But no, we actually might be able to finish this task and maybe one more. If not, at least this one, I would think. So we might need to feed creatures or something to get 1,000 more coins for another try with the chocolate frogs. But that should be okay. Hi, Barbara, welcome to the streaming.
Playing some skip days. And skip the side effects.
Damn it, I'm trying to mute the ad, but
tips for your
it's not
skip
responding. There we go. Because as much as the ads help to recover some energy, there's no need to be hearing them too. Alright, so we have a little bit of a few more potion or ink bottles. But we don't have crystals because we have not gotten repeated ones. What are you playing? Time limit optional quest? Yes, the quest we are playing at the moment. Let me get out of here so I can show you the title. It's Hidden by Pride, and that's a competition between all the houses, cooperative competition. Hidden by Pride. It's a time limited optional quest, but I do wonder how much it will affect the story. We're saying hi to each other, that's very cool. Let's go to the creatures though to see if we can feed them enough to get 1,000 more coins and give another try into the chocolate frogs. Because the festival, honestly, I prefer to not play on the streaming. First of all, the festival is not my cup of tea, it bores me a little bit. But also, it takes forever for it to offer you energy as prizes. Like, you need a stupid amount of prize tokens. So I think we are better off trying the chocolate frogs than that one. But yeah, it's actually very cool, and Benjamin was right that I had been long without playing this game. So thank you, Midnighters, for making me get back to it, because it's a game that I love very much, and it's also a game that unites us a lot, you know? Maybe with other games like Frambo, Sally Face, Little Miss Fortune, not everybody likes it, but here in this channel particularly, it's rare to find someone that doesn't like Hogwarts Mystery or Hogwarts Legacy or Harry Potter related games, because I think they bring the best of two of the things that I like the most as hobbies, you know, video games, movies, actually three, because also video games, movies, and Harry Potter Magical World. So yeah, me like. Okay, finally somebody gave coins. Thank you, Tapulele, that's my lyrical. Don't know if you like Pokemon, but for some reason it reminds me of the Pokemon Tapulele. Not aesthetically, but because it's Tapulele, it's a Pokemon from the Aloha region, it's psychic type, and that bird can teleport. I mean, the lyrical, so yeah. Strange connection, but it does remind me of. Let's go to the forest now to see if the fairy and the other animals give us more coins to buy a few more energy units. I have always found it fun and cute that the fairy licks her fingers. And I love that she has a little bit of a diva attitude, but she licks her fingers like, I'm a diva, but this was still good. I like her. I mean, first when I was trying to befriend her, I found her a little bit too diva, like Hailey at first in Stardew Valley, but I did grow fond of her after all. I find it cute how her interaction is for her to jump on your arm and your fingers. Speaking of creatures, so far I have made a tour of my reserve of magical creatures in the grasslands and in the forest here precisely. But would you like me to continue that tour with the Forbidden Forest or the Dark Forest, the lake, and the next of the locations? I didn't leave it on purpose, I just got busy doing other contents, but I wonder, would you like to see videos touring you with the rest of my creatures? I like Tapu Bulu, say no one, yeah, well, I do like Tapu Bulu, you know? Maybe he's not my favorite, but I do like Tapu Bulu. He can be strong with physical attack, with fighting type of movements. I don't dislike him. Although among the legendary Pokemons, the Tapus are not my favorites. If I would have to pick favorite groups of legendary Pokemons, it would be the legendary dogs that look more than cats than anything, but I still love them. And Mewtwo, better said, is a very badass Pokemon too. What in the world is Ray barking at now? Send the rest of the creatures to here. My favorite dragon is a Chinese fireball. They are beautiful. I like it very much, but my favorite I would think is the Hungarian hornbill. I have a weakness for that badass dragon. And I also like the black Hebridean. It is Hebrido Negro in Spanish. And the Norwegian viper too. Oh, and the Ukrainian iron belly. And all of them. I have a weakness for all dragons. Why choose? Not my fault that they are so beautiful and majestic creatures. See if the unicorn has a little bit more coins in his pockets, or a few more coins in his pockets. Oh, everybody is super short on coins today. Except for Tapu Lele. Let's go to the lake now. To try to take the regions in order. I mean, Tapu Bulu is okay, but I don't think a lot of people love it. Neither think that Tapu Bulu is the favorite Pokemon. Oh no, definitely he's not my favorite Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon is Entei. That among the legendaries and among Pokemon in general, if I had to pick one non-legendary, stereotypical as it may sound, would be Pikachu. I have a special love for that little cute mouse. But I have many others that I love. I love Miltank because she's a cow. I love Taurus because he's a bull. I also love Pyro because he's a lion. I love the Pokemons that are based on animals that I like. Rohit says, the world is inside me. How come, Rohit? That sounds overwhelming, carrying all the world inside you. How come it is? Spilled a drop of coffee on myself. Fortunately, it landed on my leg and not my clothes. The advantage of wearing shorts. Entei, really? The obvious legendary dog? What are you talking about? He's the coolest! I love him! I love that he looks like a lion. I love what they did with him in the second movie. I love the voiceover job of his actor in the Spanish version or the Latin America dubbing of the movie. And he can be a very badass Pokemon if you know how to use him, although he's stronger in physical attack than special, but if you increase his EVs and IVs in special attack, he can be very strong too. And he's fire! What else do you want? Even his lore is beautiful, you know that. Ooh, thank you, Ukrainian, no, Norwegian Ridgeback. But even if you see the lore of Entei, that he's born from a volcano eruption, what else do you want? She's a perfect Pokemon. Well, he says that he's Thanos. Oh my god, please do not snap your fingers. Don't disrespect the legendary Entei. He's one of the greatest. PC Jones, cheers to that. Totally, Entei is one of the greatest. Totally agree. Alright, let's get some more chocolate froggies. Uh-oh, I accidentally clicked out of the game. Where are you? Here. Let's get more froggies. We still do not have the 30 energies. Let me see the potion game. Do we by any chance have enough to try chocolate frogs again? Maybe so. 1,000 times better Suicune or Raikou. And among those two, Suicune or Raikou, which one do you like better? My second place would be Raikou for me. But I don't dislike any of them. All of them have their own coolness. But tell us, Vara, who's your favorite? Entei is the king. Long live Entei. Here. Let's try to discard the ones that cannot really be. Let's try this one, damn it. Damn it. Alright. So I guess it's not gonna happen like this. And we don't really have enough coins for more chocolate frogs, or I even wonder if between all the creatures we would be able to get that many coins, because they don't give that many per creature usually. So we might have to call the streaming short for now, so I can harvest more energy to keep playing the quest, or the task of this quest. But regardless, Midnighters, I still hope you had a good time today. You know that Mrs. Midnight loves you, that hopes to see you next time. And I agree with Barra that Suicune has a very majestic and very nicely done aesthetics, but Entei is still the king. Although Suicune is a good candidate for a prince. But for now, Midnighters, I'm gonna say goodbye because I do need to get back to editing and to upload the next video reaction in Spanish today, and hopefully tomorrow in English too. So for now, Mrs. Midnight loves you, hope to see you next time, and on the next streaming we are gonna debate with Barra that prefers Ho from the legendaries of that generation, and I actually like Ho, but also like his counterpart. You know that for the life of me, I forgot the name of the legendary Pokemon that's the counterpart of Ho. Lugia. I think I like it a little better. For the those Entei, Raikou, and Suicune. Yeah, my same order to Entei, Raikou, and Suicune, PC Jones. Bye bye, rest everybody, and you know that Mrs. Midnight loves you. Hope to see you next time, which means next Sunday at 12:30 or 1, depending on how my day is going, I will let you know. And